Someone counted, over the past 100 years, global Loch Ness sighting records worldwide spiked suddenly every few years like clockwork. Strangest of all, these peaks always aligned with tourism slumps or media hunger for hot stories. Later, people discovered, among those widely circulated classic photos, some were just plastic models, while others weren't even shot at Loch Ness at all. Yet these flaws never truly killed the legend, because what truly kept the myth alive was never what lived in the lake, but humanity's deep need to believe something was hidden there. The deeper and more bottomless a place is, the easier it is to fill with human fantasy. The more unverifiable the darkness gets, the easier it is packaged as unknown life forms. Until 2018, a team of researchers bypassed all sightings and rumors entirely. They stopped searching for monsters and let the lake water speak for itself instead. But stripping away the romantic filters, the first thing you see isn't a monster silhouette, but a massive, torn fault line. The lake sits right atop the Great Glen Fault scar, where rock blocks slowly shifted over geological time, grinding out a deep trench like a giant saw. Glaciers gouged through these weak points, later filling with meltwater into a narrow, long reservoir, making it exceptionally deep and long, holding more water than all lakes in England and Wales combined. The deeper it gets, the darker it becomes. Below 100 meters, sunlight never penetrates at all. Water temperature stays locked around 5 to 6 degrees Celsius. Water pressure builds layer by layer, as incoming rivers run through peatlands and rich soil, staining the water dark like dark tea with tannins. Thus, underwater cameras can't see far down, leaving people on shore staring at moving murky shadows. What really elevated this grand legend was rarely a miracle, but rare, unforgiving physical conditions, making optical misidentifications dirt cheap. What pushed the modern Nessie into a global buzzword was actually road upgrades in 1933. The A82 highway along the North Shore opened up fully, with cars speeding right by the water's edge. For the first time, crowds of outsiders scanned the lake when the Mackenzies spotted churning water along their drive. Reports hit local newspapers, with words quickly sliding toward monster claims. Within weeks, reprints piled up everywhere. Newsrooms starved for sensational stories. Tourists craved gossip topics, and both rushed to name black spots as magical encounters. Once rumors caught the fast track, they traveled far faster than any expert verification report. In less than a year, a silhouette with a long neck and small head hit front pages, taken by someone using the alias of a London surgeon, which added instant credibility to the photo. In 1994, someone confessed the truth on their deathbed. A toy submarine fitted with a sculpted head, posed in shallow water, created the iconic image. Even after the hoax was exposed, diehards kept the legend alive with new sightings, because the icon had long detached from the photo film. In that long collective self-persuasion, the scariest part wasn't how clever hoaxes were, but that one photo could rewrite generations of perception. In 2018, Professor Gemmell from Otago University stepped in with his team. They cast an extremely dense sampling network. Setting 250 sampling spots across various depths, they filtered and sequenced environmental DNA in the water as organisms shed skin, mucus, and waste particles, leaving microscopic genetic traces floating around. Sampling forced the lake to hand over its full roster. Instead of chasing dark shadows, they let molecular evidence speak for the silent depths. When published, the findings drew clear, hard boundaries, showing zero genetic traces of plesiosaurs or marine reptiles, and no surprise records of large migrating land mammals either. Even giant sturgeon theories failed to find supporting signals. Most detected traces belonged to common, easily recognized residents. Thus, the prehistoric monster theory was crushed entirely. The real surprise was abundant European eel DNA, which appeared almost everywhere in the lake. Young eel larvae migrated from distant ocean waters, using connected waterways to make their home here. So there's no mystery here. What stood out was purely its high population density. The research team remained cautious in public statements, only noting data matched the giant eel hypothesis, without claiming they actually caught any giant individual. Flexible eel bodies arch easily over water, where overlapping ripples from afar look like long necks, and combined with dark water or rising internal waves, human brains instantly edit dramatic moments into monster movies. Looking back at the whole storyline, vault movements created the deep trench, roads and media turned distant glances into carnival hype, while fake photos cemented the monster's image forever. Environmental DNA brought fantasies back to testable reality, painting a scientific picture like a rich collage, framed by real ecology and geological beats, yet stained by human desires for prehistoric myths. Onlookers weren't lying en masse. Many water ripples truly occurred, but misjudgments stemmed from dark water plus narrative hype. The mystery didn't evaporate, it simply put on new clothes, reminding us watching beyond the camera lens that deeper, more unknown places demand slow motion, rational composure even more. The lake may still hide shocking sounds and creatures, but they're likely just familiar lives acting on a larger stage, swimming and feeding quietly in the dark depths, while we mistake their presence for prehistoric monster heartbeats.